Hey everyone, it's Brit here and welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are all amazing today and that you're having a great day so far. So today is our elimination episode again and I'm so excited because if you don't remember, in our previous episode we had a few dates and I didn't really mention it in the episode, but in the description I decided basically later on, because I was like, you know what, I feel like doing a little bit of a twist, and I decided afterwards that I would like to send 2 singles home this episode. That's a little bit of a twist that I gave everyone last week. You know, I was quite sad over the whole aspect of the fact that we have to like send 2 single homes, but like I said, I wanted to put in a little bit of a twist, and also I feel like, you know, our singles just need to be like, they need to realize time is running out and they need to put all their effort in, and they have to realize, okay, now is the time to, you know, it's almost marriage time, so they got to put in what they need to put in. And I think that Lara will also have a little bit more of a clear mind to kind of see like, okay, these are my top 3 singles of the people that I care for the most. She obviously cares about each one of them, but I think just for the whole aspect of, she needs to kind of bury them down. And I think once she has the 3, you know, singles that are there for her, it will be a little bit more interesting, because then it's like we just concentrate on them and that's them. And I mean, now at least you guys won't get confused as well. But just for us to kind of recap on everything that has happened in the previous episode. So Olivia, obviously we had that weird few moments of where she was jealous, and you know, it was a bit weird. We didn't really understand it, because at the end of the day, she didn't really make an effort in the beginning. In the time that she opened up, we really liked that. But at the end, the moment that Lara kind of started being friendly with somebody else, she got jealous immediately. And I mean, that's not as great, because I mean, with Landon at least, just to bring Landon back in, but with Landon, at least he, you know, he had a relationship with her and he was going to try and work on it. But I guess at the end, you know, things happen for a reason, and I think Lara wanted to see where it would go with Olivia. That's why she gave her a second chance and was like, you know what, I'm going to avoid the fact that you have that jealous streak in you, but I'm still watching you and I'm still checking that everything is okay with you. And it's not really okay, because in last episode she was very distant with us. Even though she was romantic with us, she was very distant with us. And also when we went on the group date, she was very, you know, she stood away from us. She didn't really want to bond with us. I think she was a bit in the mood. So yeah, but I don't know, I'm watching Olivia, that's all I'm gonna say. With the rest of the singles, obviously Dalton's date went great as usual. There's never anything that there's never anything wrong with Dalton's dates. Then for Fergus, we had another date with him, but there was no romantic relationship again. We did flirt and all that, but we didn't manage to have a kiss with him, which is a bit sad. Caden was just as great, and so is Adrian. I think Adrian is also, he had a little bit of a, went back in his shell, but he came back out again, which is very good. So yeah, I'm a bit nervous for all of you guys, and I'm nervous for Lara, but I'm excited for her journey. So this episode again won't be too long, just because we're gonna get straight to it. We're gonna put everybody where they need to put, because honestly I'm just too excited to get like going with the rest of the episodes, because I feel like now that it's like down to the 3, it's when business happens, like we said. So let's let them just go to bed. Let them do their thing. Let's see if there isn't anything, and then we'll go tomorrow to maybe a different place, and then we will do the eliminations over there. Okay, so I'm not sure what just happened. I'm sorry. I thought I paused my game because I just went to go get some water, and then when I came back, I thought, like I said, I thought I paused it, and then when I came back, now I see that she has this, or not that, jealousy. So I'm gonna definitely look back in the footage, because it was still technically recording, so I'll have a look at that and see what happened. But yeah, I'm not sure who did what or what happened, but yeah, no questions asked. We'll see what happens when I am editing it, but yeah, we'll see. Really, guys, I don't know what is going on. Like, Dalton is just like not respecting anyone right now, and neither is Lara. I don't even know what to say to them. I'm actually like disappointed at them this time, because it's like they know that everybody is gonna get jealous around them, so they decide just to make out in front of everyone. And I just don't get it. Because now, like, Olivia slapped Lara again, which is like, okay, understandable, but like, really? Because now Adrian also has a jealous thing, and Fergus. But, I mean, come on. You can't. I mean, if you're gonna make out in front of everyone like that, like, what do you expect at the end of the day? It's just like super frustrating, because I like really don't want their levels to go down right now. And I mean, it's still higher than Fergus and Olivia, but I mean, poor Caden and poor Adrian. I mean, Adrian is still doing well, but yeah, Caden, I mean, we definitely have to build up on that. And yeah. Hey everyone, it's future Britney here. So I just wanted to say that I said Dalton was the one that kissed in front of Olivia, but it was actually Fergus that was, I don't know if they below kiss, but they did something romantic, and then basically everybody got jealous around them at that time. I did show a clip of like the part of where everything happened, because I obviously wasn't talking at that time, but just so you guys can see like what happened, because I was like, who is that person with this green shirt? So it was obviously Fergus, because Fergus is the one that has the green checkered shirt. And yeah, so I shouted at them even though it wasn't Dalton, so I do apologize. But yeah, anyway, enjoy the rest of the show. Yeah, I'm just hoping everything works out. Luckily, like I said, we do go on our dates and stuff with the top 3, so we'll be able to. Oh, look, this is a new one. Doomed relationship. Walked in with someone you really care for with someone else. You feel like caring a little less about them right now. I could understand that, right? I could understand that, but okay, so this is a bunch of emotions right here. I mean, yeah, like there's a few smiling, there's a few that's sad, and then you have Lara. How's Lara looking? Lara's just like, hello boys, I'm about to destroy your life. Alright, so these are our final singles that we have, our top 5 currently. I'm just lining them up like this right now. I'm not going to do anything romantic in front of them, because there's a few things that we need to do. But I'm not going to do that at all. I'm going to call them one by one. And then when we're down to the last few, we will then, we'll do what we have to do. But I mean, this is a good couple of singles. I mean, they've been through a lot with Lara. And I think that most of them, it was either a journey for them, whether it was experiencing different things or whether it is finding love, we don't know, but it was definitely a journey. That's all we can say. And I think all of them do appreciate Lara regardless, and the whole situation regardless. So say goodbye to your singles, because I'm gonna spread them up now, and then we're gonna start with our whole process. Bye singles. Our first single that we'll be going through is someone who Lara has been connecting with for a while now. And I think that they've definitely learned a lot about each other while being on the journey. And I really do hope that their relationship keeps on going strong. I think that when they meet the parents and they are alone for a few days, it will be a big test for them. I think they've been through quite a bit, but there are still a few tests that they need to go through with their relationship. And so far they've been doing great. I think he's been really putting it out there. And I think that he honestly can't wait to start a relationship with Lara, and that's all that is in his head. With Lara, I think she's so excited and she does see a future with him, but she doesn't want to close herself off to just him, because at the end of the day, she's here for other people as well. She wants to get to know other people. She wants to fall in love with other people. And I think that as strong as their relationship is, like I said, anything can happen. But I do see a great future for them, and I hope that they continue to thrive. But our first single who has made it to the top 3 is our wonderful Dalton. Dalton, you've made it, my man. You have made it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we are gonna compliment you. Then we're gonna give you a little kissy on the hands. And then we're gonna offer you a rose if you would like that. and I think that you really should take out Rose this time, because you usually never take out Rose. There we go. All right, awesome. I mean, come on. I think they've been through a lot, really, honestly, and I still can't believe that they have made it this far. I mean, who would have thought that it was Dalton? Sorry, I gotta get a screenshot. So let me just quickly concentrate over here. Lara is always so angry when she gives roses to the people. I don't get it. But yeah, no, I think that their relationship is quite strong, and like I said, I hope that it does continue, because if it doesn't, it's gonna be honestly a shock for everyone, I think. I honestly think it's gonna be a shock for anyone, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, I don't know what Lara is doing here, but we're just gonna ignore it. She's like, hey. Okay, so congratulations obviously to Dalton, who has made it through for the first single. Our next single that will be making it through is somebody who I think Lara is honestly so overwhelmed with, but so excited. But like I said, I think she'll be very excited to start a life with them. It's definitely a different kind of life. I think that she didn't really prepare herself for such a situation when she started this, and I think that regardless, she cares about him so much that because of his situations, or not even his situations, but because of what comes with, she's willing to accept it, and she's willing to, be that, role model for that certain person. I'm trying not to give it away, but I know I'm giving it away. But yeah, I think that she will really enjoy herself, and I think she's ready for that kind of role in her life as well, and I think that it would just be so adorable, and I know that he will be very appreciative, and he obviously knows that she will do great in that role. I think if he didn't know that, he would have left himself, and it's just very, I don't know, it's good to know that they are standing on a point where they are both ready, regardless of what happens. If they do make it or if they don't make it, they're ready for that relationship, and they're ready to take on that huge adventure together. So our second single who has made it through is our lovely Adrian. Adrian's closing his eyes for us. But yeah, so Adrian has made it, and I'm very happy that leave Dalton alone. I'm very happy that they, have built such a good relationship. I mean, seriously, yeah, they had their ups and downs, but who doesn't have their ups and downs, And I'm very excited for what they have in store for their future. I think that they will just be amazing parents if that does happen, where they come together. So they don't really have a rose, so I'm just gonna give 2 other flirty actions just to make up for that, and then maybe she can blow a kiss. But yeah, I feel so happy with them. Whenever I look at Adrian, I always get so soft, and I'm just like, oh, I hope that, even if he doesn't get Lara, he gets a good life afterwards, and that he finds someone that is worthy of him, definitely. But okay, let us go to our next participant. Okay. Wow. Who would have thought? Top 5 is now top 3. I mean, look at these people. Honestly, I think before we let go or we take one person in, I feel like we just have to, talk a little bit about, their journeys and what they've done. I feel like it's towards the end, and she's built big relationships with these people. It's not like they've built small relationships with these people at all. And I mean, Lara's gonna feel heartbroken because at this point, it's almost like they're in a relationship, like a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. They're not, but still, it's quite hectic. And I think that just with everything, it's quite sad now that I have them standing here, all 3 together. But with Olivia, if we start from the right, with Olivia, I mean, we've had a bumpy ride with her. We honestly had a bumpy ride with her, and we had a little bit of hope when we saw the fact that, she was kind of opening up again. And when she did start opening up, but then at the end she just wasn't giving the right signals. I mean, it was a bit confusing at the end of the day, but we still had a very, very good relationship with her, and I think that Olivia still deeply cares about Laura. She just doesn't know how to show it, and I feel like Laura, just as patient as she is, she can't read somebody's mind at the end of the day, and she's just a little bit nervous and scared about the whole situation. But Laura loves a scary and weird situation, so regardless, she will still be there. With Caden, I mean, we've also had honestly, Caden was very, very slow in opening up in the beginning, and I mean, that was kind of like an issue, and we don't know as much about him yet that we should, but we know about him, and he's definitely put the effort in there to show like, okay, yes, I do know you, and no, obviously I know you, but I do care for you, and I do want to start a life with you. But I think sometimes he holds so much back that he thinks it's like a good way for Laura to kind of get to know about him, and that she's going to feel like on her toes and all of that. But Laura's here to find love. She's not ready for that, like that much work, if I can say. I don't really think that's the right way to put it, but I think with the whole situation, it does become a little bit tricky when he holds so much back. With Fergus is, you know, we haven't had that kiss with, and it is something that, you know, at the end of the day, it is something that we should worry about. But they have had a romantic connection. It's not like they haven't had a romantic connection, and they've had a solid, good friendship. I mean, that's what they built it on first before they got into the romance of the relationship. And I think that that's so important when you're starting a relationship, is that you started off as friends and then you move on. But like I said, we haven't had that first kiss with Fergus, but they have a solid, good relationship at the end of the day. So does Caden, so does Olivia, regardless of the negatives of each situation, if I can say. But unfortunately, one can only go through out of these three, and you know, it's quite sad. And we have our reasons of why we sent who we sent home, and it's quite sad because, like I said, like I was nervous of the top 4 because I knew once we have the top 4, it will be a little bit more difficult to choose, because then it's like they all got their like connections and stuff, and you know, maybe the 5th one was a little bit more easier to let go. But you know, when it comes down to 4, it's like when the connections are really, really there. So yeah, but the person that we're sending through is somebody who she's been connecting with quite well lately, and as slow as they've taken to kind of open up, and as good of a relationship that they have, he's been showing Laura a fun side to, and that fun side has been making Laura laugh and just feel ridiculous, and just, you know, she just feels like she can let go and she can just hand it over to him, and he is just willing to take it for her in the moment until she's ready to bounce back into the world again. And she just really honestly sees a good future with him. She sees like a fun adventure filled relationship with him. But I mean, seriously, they've had, like, when they started to get to know each other, and I mean, their relationship has just been beautiful. Congratulations, Caden, on stealing Laura's heart. You are officially our 3rd and final single who has made it through. So my friend, I congratulate you. What we're gonna be doing is we are first gonna give you your compliment, and then we will be giving you a rose if you offer it. I know, I'm so sorry, Olivia. Olivia is so sad. She's like, why me? Oh, and so is Fergus. Laura's really like rubbing it in their face. But yeah, Caden is in love. I love it. I just love him so much, I honestly do. But okay, I'm so sorry, Fergus. You have honestly been amazing, and you have honestly just, like, he's been such a good sport, and he's been really there for Laura. And I think like a lot of people in the comments said, like, their relationship is mainly based off on friendship, and they had like a romantic connection, but sometimes, like, you know, you just need to test those things and see how your relationship stands. And I think they definitely did that, and they realized that they're more friends rather than, you know, boyfriend or girlfriend, and having that romantic connection. And I think that they just have a great connection. Like, literally, I think they will be best friends outside the house. They will still be having coffee dates with each other and just getting to know each other, like, how was your day, how's life going. And I just love that, because I feel like he's still okay with the whole situation, and he is just happy for us, and he just wants to see us do great in life, you know, and find the one. And I think that's very, very kind of him. Olivia is very you see, this is why I love Fergus. He's just a goofy goofball, and I mean, he's gonna find the one that he needs in his life. Like, I honestly do believe that, and I'm so excited for him. I honestly am so excited, because I feel like that person is going to be so lucky to end up with this guy. So yeah, but anyway, we have very, very upset Olivia here. We're going to ask her to just be friends immediately, because I'm a bit scared of her. I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm like scared of Olivia. I feel like she's going to slap us again. She slapped us twice. Listen guys, Laura and Olivia just didn't work out. Like, I don't know what happened, but it just didn't work out. And I think Olivia's just, she doesn't know what to do with herself, if I can say. But I mean, the fact that she was a little bit violent with Laura, I don't really like that. I mean, Landon was just as jealous, and he didn't slap her, like I said. And I think that they just don't connect in that way. I think that Olivia just became so frustrated at the point of the fact that she felt like she opened up to Laura, but then Laura just betrayed her when she went to go like flirt with the other people, or, you know, kiss the other people. But at the end of the day, that's how it goes, and I don't think that she would realize as much as she would until it happened. And she's so sad. I feel so bad. Like, how sad is that? Yeah, I think that it just wasn't meant to be. I think they struggled quite a bit, and at the end of the day, it's what happens. I mean, we're not gonna have a perfect relationship with everyone. We might, like I said with Dalton, we might have the best relationship at the end, but who knows what happens, like in a few episodes. Like, literally, maybe Caden or Adrian comes straight through to Laura's heart, and Laura just like, whoa, Laura. There we go. Okay, let's make a toast. Laura already finished her drink, but we'll just pretend like she's giving like a, you know, a cheers. There we go. Caden is giving a toast, but he's got no drink in his hand. It's a little bit sad, but it's fine. So I will be the one who makes the speech, because I'm sure that as much as Caden is good at his speech, I feel like it's only right that I do it. Okay, but here is to our top 3 singles. I am so excited to see where their relationship goes with each one. Here is to our alone time. Here is to our parents that we are going to meet, and all the adventures that we're going to be going on now. Our time starts now, and I can't wait to start a future with one of you. I'm pretending like I'm Laura, it seems like it. But yeah, cheers to you guys. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Cheers, cheers! Adrian really needs the bathroom. Cheers! Alright. It's literally just Caden and Dalton that's like cheersing. It's amazing. I love it. Okay, so that's that. That is the end of the episode. I'm very happy with who you guys decided to send home and to keep. I think more to keep rather than send home, but I think that it's very important that, you know, the guys that Laura ends up with are the ones that are really, really there for her, and who you guys can see her having a future with. I mean, I can see Laura having a future with every single one of them, honestly. And that's what's going to make it a bit more difficult now, because they've literally got such a good relationship. Every single one of them has a great relationship, regardless of how much love Dalton and Laura has. That means nothing. Regardless of Adrian's jealousy here and there and weird conversations, that means nothing. It happens. Regardless of Caden with his slowness sometimes, they get along, and Laura enjoys herself so much with him. So there's no really negative in the situation, and that's what's going to make it a bit difficult for you guys now to decide on who you're going to send through the next time we have our eliminations. So I honestly don't know who you're going to send home. I honestly don't know. Like, I find it quite difficult because it's like, who is she going to end up with? Because like, her doesn't have the best relationship. That doesn't mean anything. We're not basing it off the greatest relationships at the end of the day. We're basing it on who she actually gets along with and who she sees herself in the future. So I'm excited. I'm very much happy for Laura, and I think she's also happy. She's now in her room with a few boys, and she's ready for the adventure. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry that this episode was mainly talking, because I did realize that I was like stopping a lot, like with the screen. So I'm sorry that it's mainly like talking. I think with the eliminations, it's usually what happens. But yeah, I feel like hopefully I didn't bore you with my talking at the end of the day. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next episode. And I hope that you're excited. So we'll see you then. Bye!
And I knew with you it'd be easy.